Hello everybody, in this video clip I will show you guys how we will simply install the virtual machine workstation player on a Windows machine. So first of all you will need to go to this website, and then we can scroll down and then look at the specs what you need. Those are system requirements that you need, and you can install it on this Windows systems, as you guys can see here. That's what you guys need to know first. And if you want to download, we can download for free here. And we go to downloads, and we download for the Windows operating system, and then you guys save the file. I have already downloaded here. Just click on it here, and we need to wait. Click yes, and the setup will prepare for the program to install. Make it smaller. That's their virtual machine. Gotta wait because it's preparing. And after you guys wait for the preparement of the installation, you guys click next, next, and also take this one, next, and also next. You don't need to actually put this on. You can check it or uncheck it, it's up to you. We will make it on our desktop and start menu folder. That's start menu folder, and this is the desktop environment. We install it. And you guys just need to wait until the installation is finished. And after you guys finish installing, you guys can click finish. And we will have the Vmware Workstation Player here. So we can, for example, open it to test it. And we will have the virtual machine. You guys will need to go to this link page, as you guys can see here. And you guys will also need to install the specific files. I will just take the recommended one. Just click here to download it. As you guys can see, it's downloading. It takes some time depending on your internet connection, how fast it is. But I just quit it because I already have it installed in my downloads folder here. Open it. We create a new virtual machine. We choose the installer this image. We go to the folder path, and as you guys can see, we already have it here, but if it's installed somewhere else, you guys need to find it. And you guys just click next. And you can choose any other Linux kind of operating system, but the best I will recommend is Debian 11 64-bit. Click next. You guys can name it as Cal Linux, for example. Next. I'm going to just store it in the visual disk as a single file. This is like the size of the image or like the system that you guys want to append to. If you guys look at the folder and go to this PC, that's the space of your main operating system, how much it can allocate. I'm just gonna do 30. No, actually it would be better to do about 50, that's actually the best. And we can also customize the hardware here. It depends how much RAM you guys have. If we, for example, looked at the system information, let's make this smaller. You guys can, for example, see that we have 16 GB RAM, so it's best to just the half of it. If we do full of it, the main operating system like the Windows won't really operate well, so we will do 8. And also it depends how many processors you guys have. You can, for example, go to the device manager and we can look at the processors, and we have 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9, 10, 11, 12. I will just do 12 straight up, as this will make it stronger. And you guys can, for example, also make the virtualizing stuff here, but anyways, I will just do it quicker to show you guys. We will use net. If you guys don't have a wireless adapter, we cannot actually do bridge, as if you want to configure the adapters, those are like the adapters from external that you plug in by the USB. But we just use the Wi-Fi that is also used by the Windows system and share it on with our Linux system. On the USB controller, I will just show all USB input devices. You guys can change it up how you want. That the sound card, you guys can specify the sound card for the sound, and that's the printer, and that's the resolution. For example, my resolution of my screen is actually 1920 x 1080, so I'm gonna choose this one. You guys will need to find this one, and you guys just close it and just finish. View of the Linux system, and then we just play virtual machine. We can open this up a bit bigger. We make the graphical installation. Take some time. After we arrived at the language folder, you guys will choose your languages. I will choose English, continue, and there's the time zone or location you guys want to select. I will select United States, and then there's the keyboard you guys can configure. I'm just gonna use this one. This will take some time to detect the hardware. It's scanning installation media, where we can allocate the data inside the system. So after you guys have finished, you guys are in the configuration where you guys configure the network. So that's the host name or the name of your system that you guys can give it. I will just let it as Kali, but you guys can change it how you want. And that's the domain name that you guys can change, but we will do none of it. We just continue. And we cannot make the full name. I'm just gonna make, for example, Sension 50, and then I will use it as a username anyways. And then I will pass the password as low, but it will be better if you guys will actually put a better password, but it's a password you guys will log in. And my time zone is like Eastern, is like in Thailand, but I'm just gonna let it continue. It's assigned from the network. And after you guys are on this, you guys can partition this. This is used to set up LVM, and this is to set up an encrypted LVM. So those are encrypted disks that you guys can encrypt, or you guys can make it manual, but I just use the use entire disk. And we will continue here also, and also continue. And we'll also continue. Right, change to disk, continue. You will install the base system. This will take some time, so please wait. You guys finished installation. Those are the desktop environments that we can actually take. We can take all tools inside, or like a large selection of tools, and those are like the desktop environments. Is how what we can take. I'm just gonna choose this. In the tools, you guys can choose yourself, but it has a lot of data inside, so I'm just gonna continue not show you guys too much. And now it will select and install the specific softwares. You guys just need to wait here too. So after you guys install the software, those are the display manager that we can choose by default. I'm just gonna use GDM3, and this will also install another software. So we also got to wait. It will just pop up in the middle, always something that we should install. After guys also finish this installation, we will take yes for the bootloader. We will just continue with it, and we will choose this one, and we will let the bootloader install or update. And now it's gonna finish the installation. And you guys also need to wait here. Finish the installation. We just will continue now. We'll clean up some stuff and mount some file systems. It will reboot your system right now. And now you guys just hit enter in the Kali Linux system. As you guys can see here, we are in the login screen, so just click or hit enter on it, and we write our password for our username extension 450. So mine was the password that we show Vmware was from the installation before, so it was LOL that I did. You guys will need to do better security, but that's my password that I give in. And as you guys can see, we are inside the Kali Linux system. If you guys wanna make the screen bigger, you guys can go up here, and then we will have a bigger screen, and that's how we have installed Kali Linux right now. That's how we will navigate. Also use the Kali Linux system. We can open the terminal like this. We write, for example, sudo, and then we write the password. That's to get first privilege over the whole system. We can write clear to clear the terminal screen, and we can, for example, if we do ls, list the directory that we are inside right now, or pvd is also used to see the current directory we are inside right now. And we can, for example, go into different folders. If we write cd, and this, for example, downloads, and then ls, we are in the downloads folder. So if we, for example, go to the files folder, it will be equivalent to downloads here. And also if you guys want to go to the main system directory where everything is configured or many different things are saved, and we can, for example, just do cd like this, and then ls to list the directory, and we will have the full system directory where everything is inside. Or if you want to go back to the specific directory here, we can write cd home extension 450 downloads. Then we will be in the directory folder download extension 450 home. Now let's clear the screen. So that's how basically it works. And for example, if you guys want to know some other commands like uname, it shows what kind of systems you guys use or version. If you write uname A, you guys will see also more information about your system, what version it is, and so on. And if you guys want to get help and know more about the specific tool module, we can write, for example, help uname H for help, or we can also write help. Some tools work with help like this, some tools work with H only. But if we write help, we can, for example, see the kernel release for kernel version. Let's write, for example, we want to see the kernel version. We see the kernel version here. Let's clear the screen. But anyways, if you go to the right side, we see we are connected to Wi-Fi. If you go to wide settings, we can see all the settings of the wide internet. For example, our DNS server, our IP address, our IPv6 address, and there's also other underlying options like keyboard configuration, power configuration, notifications, or appearance. And also we can shut down the system like this. If we go here and then try to power off, we can do it like here, and this is to get just to the settings. What we can also do is hit the Windows button, and then we can search for specific files or tools or anything like settings. We can, for example, just click on the settings, and then we open the settings. And you get to the settings tool that we can manage all other things. Or we can, for example, go to the applications, and these are all the tools that we can use to hack or basically do penetration testing. For example, if I want to use a wireless attack tool, I can just go here and click on Wi-Fi, and then it will show the Wi-Fi tool basically in its help manual. Or we can also write Wi-Fi like this, and then we will actually see the tool. And if you guys want to see the options, help option of it, we can also write Wi-Fi H for help, and you will see the help manual of it as well. So if you guys bought, for example, a wireless adapter like this, you guys will also need to understand that antenna can cover the distance better from Wi-Fi's and for better connection. And for example, if you want to plug it in, make it work for the system, we will need to actually plug it inside here like this. And then you will also need to connect it to your virtual machine, and then click OK. And then you guys hit enter and write your password inside. And then if you guys see here, we have Wi-Fi connection with the wireless adapter, as you guys can see here. And if you, for example, write ifconfig, you will have the wireless adapter listed here. So that's very important to know. And that's how we can also then use it to crack Wi-Fi's, or also to learn about how to sniff the wireless traffic with the wireless adapter and put it into monitor mode. So that's how it basically works. I'll show you guys just have connected actually to the Windows machine. Normally you guys will need, it will be like deselected like that, and you guys will see it will be on the Windows machine usually here as the second Wi-Fi too. But if you guys from the Windows system wanna connect it to the virtual machine, you guys can also go here, removable device, Qualcomm Ateros, and connect it together like that. And then you guys will have also the wireless adapter shown here, and you will see all the Wi-Fi's, and you guys can write ifconfig you'll see if the wireless adapter is even connected to the system inside itself. That's how basically it works.